First Lady Barbara Bush was treated at Walter Reed Army Medical Center today to cure a thyroid condition known as Graves' disease. Mrs. Bush drank a radioactive iodine solution to shut down her thyroid gland because it is producing excess hormone levels. Left untreated, Graves' disease can be life-threatening, but it usually responds quickly to therapy. The First Lady says she feels great and wishes everyone would stop making such a fuss. The illness Mrs. Bush is suffering from is something people know very little about. Now, here to talk more about that is our new medical correspondent, Dr. Brian McDonough. Doctor?
Lee, the First Lady is suffering from hyperthyroidism, or more simply put, Graves' disease. She first suspected she had a problem when she lost 18 pounds without even dieting. After that, she had some swelling and irritation in her eyes. Her symptoms are typical of the disease. In addition to mild swelling of the eye and irritation, people who have problems with this butterfly-shaped gland in the neck have excessive sweating. Problems can occur with the heart, including palpitations. Tremors of the hand are quite common. And as the disease progresses, the eyes are pushed forward, almost appearing to be out of the socket. Hyperthyroidism affects women more than men, and it can be treated with medication alone. But Mrs. Bush failed in that treatment, and today was given radioactive iodine.
The administration of radioactive iodine is a routine event. This is done daily in major medical centers, and consequently there is no reason for alarm or concern.
Radioactive iodine works because the thyroid gland sucks up most of the iodine in the body. When the radioactivity hits the gland, it ceases being hyperactive, and the hyperthyroidism is usually cured. The procedure is relatively safe, but Mrs. Bush has to be watched closely by her doctor. She'll have her thyroid levels measured on a basis really with simple blood tests. Also, in the next few days, she'll have to stay away from her 11 grandchildren and those puppies. This is primarily because of radioactivity of the iodine and the very slight chance of exposure.
Doctor, you mentioned some very common symptoms there. Is that something viewers with those symptoms should be concerned about?
That's a good point you mentioned. Really, you don't have to be that concerned about those symptoms. There are things like your heartbeat racing, sweating, and problems like that. If you see that you have these problems and you're extremely concerned, just give your physician a call.
All right, thank you very much, Doctor. Just ahead.